Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you will receive alerts when there are new episodes. Go get it.
That's what I tell them. I've been grinding for so long, I wake up and chase my goals. I go out and I go get it. How to code, that's all I know. I don't succeed, then I don't breathe. Success, what does it mean? If I conquer all my goals, then I'm living out my dream. Dig deep, go out and get it. Success Chronicles, compete until it's finished. Success Chronicles, go take care of your business. Success Chronicles, it's deeper than just winning. Success.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Chip Baker. We are here with Dr. Josh Childs, man, great guy, doing some amazing things to influence, impact, and move education, coaching, sports, to move all of those things forward. So I'm truly grateful for him coming through and spending some time with me. So first, Doc,
appreciate it.
Thank you so much for taking the time to do it.
Absolutely. Good to have you. Been following you for a while, man. So
yeah, we've been trying to connect for a minute.
Yeah,
we've been trying to
for a long minute.
Yeah.
A lot of back and forth on Twitter. So
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Well, tell the audience a little bit about who you are, your background, and what it is you do.
Yeah, so I'm Josh Childs. I'm an assistant professor at the University of Texas at Austin, Hookham, in the College of Education, and I work a lot with our master's and PhD students that are studying to become principals, superintendents, or ed policy influencers in the state of Texas and beyond. And so it's just an honor to be a professor there at the 40 acres and to work with some amazing students, staff, and other faculty colleagues of mine there in Austin, Texas.
That's awesome, man. So talk a little bit about the work that you're doing. I know we talked yesterday, off camera about some of the work initiatives that you're doing. Like we're here at the Texas High School Coaches Convention. What are some of the things that you're doing here as far as your duties and all of that?
Yeah, so I'm honored that Coach Joe Martin and Coach Glenn West have, and I'll also mention Coach Brian Polk and Libby Pacheco.
Yeah.
Coach Libby Pacheco have trusted me to, for one, I co-chair with Coach Kendall Miller out of Frisco Emerson, a diversity committee that really focuses on how can we move the association forward and address issues around race and gender, but also just how can we better equip coaches to improve team cultures and stuff. And so that's one of the big initiatives, things I've been in partnership with them that I'm so thankful for. And then also too, I do a lot of the research around the ROC program, so the mentor-mentee program.
Yeah.
I do a lot of partnership with Texas A&M Coaching Academy, so I'm thankful to those guys over there to really see how can we get more coaches not only into the profession but stay in the profession. And that's really key here in the state of Texas, where we're having such a huge gap between jobs needed and those who are entering into the field. So yeah,
I love that. So like I said when I introduced him, involved in lots that's moving the profession forward.
Yeah.
So truly grateful for that. And along that journey, I know you've been blessed to come across some great mentors and people that you've been able to learn from. What's one tip of advice that's been good for you that you've been able to apply that you've gotten from the people that's been in your life?
Yeah, I mean, we're at a coaching convention, so I'd be what's the word I'm looking for?
Remiss.
Remiss,
that's
right?
the word. I don't know.
those big university language, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Does that make sense? Okay, y'all got it.
To not mention coaches who have been mentors of mine. And I'm actually going to give two pieces of advice. One is it doesn't have to just be those that are in your profession. So I've been influenced and mentored by folks who are coaches. I'm not a coach, but who have poured into me, but also folks that are in other industries. So it's best, right, when you can learn from folks who are doing different things and see what tools and resources they're using that can help equip yourself. And then I think the second piece of advice is be authentic. And with that, be authentic and be kind, because there's nothing like meeting folks that you can just tell are genuine. You see them, you look them in the eye, you're like, that's a real brother.
Right.
He all right. He real, right? So I think being authentic is so key in a world where you see stuff people post on social media where they got the special backlighting, they put the filter on where it's a little bit
it's not real.
It's a little inauthentic, right?
Yeah.
So we need coaches, we need leaders that are authentic themselves, who show up to work and then are just kind, right? They're kind to the people that are above them, who are on the same level with them, and most importantly, who may work under them. And I think that's key. And so those are the two kind of things that I've always kept at the front of my mind moving forward in what I do.
That's awesome, man. So if there's someone out there, that's watching this that would want to, do some of the things that like you've done or be in the shoes of what you do, what's some advice that you could give them?
So number one, seek mentors and people that are doing the things that you want to do.
Yeah.
So I remember as I was going my journey and wanting to be a professor, I sought out, whether it was a cold email, firm handshake at a conference or a convention, trying to grab lunch or coffee. Like, I want to be where you are at, tell me. And having that notebook or that phone that just had notes and getting all the information I could, I think that's so key. Is I want to be Chip Baker. Go meet Chip Baker or folks like Chip Baker that can tell you how they got to where they're doing. And then I think the second thing that's been key to me is never stop learning. You will never have arrived. You'll never know it all. And so you've got to keep learning. You got to keep pouring into yourself. And that doesn't just mean the scrolling with your thumb. That means opening a book, opening something that you can tangibly put your hands on and keep learning, keep getting that knowledge, because you're only going to get better. You can tell the leaders are readers.
Leaders.
So that sounds really like, I feel like a star should just come over the more you know, right?
But have sound effects like, I'll give you some. Boom.
There you go. But yeah, I think that's so key. And then I think the third thing would be stick with it. Stay with it. No journey, destination you're trying to get to, it's ever going to be easy. So when those road bumps come or obstacles or barriers, stick with it. If that's the thing you want, as it says on my man's shirt, go get it and stick with it.
Get it, baby. Well, what I want to do now, just kind of get off script a little bit.
Okay.
I want to throw like a couple words or phrases at you, and just talk about what comes to mind or heart when you hear these. And some of it is really, we kind of hit on it already, but I'm just throwing it out again.
Okay.
But the first one is living and learning.
Living and learning. So what comes to mind when I hear living and learning? That means for me, it means being present.
Yeah.
So when you're talking with people, when you're engaged with people, that you're in the moment, you're present, and that you're not necessarily looking around or trying to see who else is coming in the room, but you're present, engaged with that person that you're talking to, because that means you're in the moment and you're hearing what they're saying and you're learning from them. So that's what comes to mind.
Okay. All right. And then the last one is, I'm going to pause before I give you this one. It's a pretty good one.
Okay. Big word?
Not a big word. Hey, we used up all the big words, dog.
Yeah, we did.
We passed all that. But the next word is legacy. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So I think of that in two ways.
Okay.
One, and they should be together. They should be together, but I'm gonna separate it out. What's the legacy you're leaving for your family? And by family, I'm not just talking your immediate family. I'm talking about those connected to you that are part of your family, whether they're by blood or by friendship. What's the legacy you're leaving for them? And then number two, when that 2-year-old or 3-year-old that's coming up in the world, and they're gonna say, yo, that Chip Baker dude was something else, right? Or that coach over there was something else, right? And they know you well after you've gone or retired or whatever the case may be, and that was a good dude, that was a good gal, that was someone that I want to look up to. So when I think legacy, I think is what are you leaving behind for those that are coming up, but also those that are connected to you.
Well, man, again, I just want to say thanks so much for coming through. And before we get off, if you don't mind sharing with the audience your social media so they can go follow you and check you out.
Absolutely. So come follow me on Twitter for some laughs at JAYCEE43 Public, PUBLIC. So at JC43 Public, and engage. Let's talk. So thank you. Appreciate it.
There it is. And thank you guys for checking out this segment. We'll see you next time. God bless.
Go get it.